Set. Fresh off a sweep in Fullerton from the weekend, the CSUB women's basketball team was back on the blue court, ready to face a UC Irvine team who was undefeated in league play, but could they change things? Let's take a look. Let's start it off with redshirt junior forward Jaden Eggleston, who hits a deep two from the far corner. We should have just given her 3 points, right? She was the scoring leader for the Runners tonight with 15 of her own, and playing a game of how many players can touch the ball before, of course, Vanessa Austin does what she does best, finishes in the paint, getting two there as well. Despite a 15-0 run to start, Irvine closes the gap 37-34 at the half. Kayla Williams with the buzzer beater there. She had a game-high 24 points tonight. But Coach McCall knows what he can get from Jasmine Dixon on D, who continues to make it tough for the hot shooter. But Mackenzie Bond on the other end showing up in the second half with some critical offensive play. She's battling here, gets the layup to go and the foul. And how about the local connection here? Lexus Green with a no-look pass to Dixon for the three, one of 4 triples from number 4 tonight. But don't worry, Green gets to eat too. 14 points from her by the end of it. Finding her way to the basket here. It's 69-63 with a minute to go. Showing energy that Coach McCall has been preaching about all week as the Runners take their 3rd straight win, 73-65 the final.
I love seeing my teammates do good. I love seeing them eat, and especially if I can create for them and just see the ball go in the hole for them. I love it as a point guard. You want to create for your team. You want to see everybody succeed. And it's really just about, if you see one of your teammates starting to slack off a little bit with that energy, then it's got to come from somewhere else to make up for it.
But this year we've been through a lot, so it just feels good to get out here, be able to play. And so our confidence is pretty good because it's not promised. Anything can happen. So every day we go out there like it's our last.
And how about Coach McCall's daughter, Erica McCall, inking a new reportedly 2-year deal with the Washington Mystics after a trade from her recent team, the Minnesota Lynx. McCall beamed as he detailed his daughter's growth in the WNBA after 5 years, while saying that the best part of watching that is that she's remained a good person. But he also highlighted her perseverance as she prepares for her 4th team in the league.
From getting cut from Indiana, going to the bubble, going to Atlanta, they had to waiver because of COVID, going to Minnesota for half of a season, and then coming back and getting a 2-year deal, that's huge. And so I'm super proud of her, so happy for her.
Meanwhile, CSUB men's falls on the road by 17 to the Anteaters, but they'll get a shot at redemption with another ESPNU televised game tomorrow night with tip-off set for 7. While the women hold down the fort at home against the Eaters, they tip at 4. All the talking is over. Now it's about playing, as the Bakersfield Condors officially opened up their season tonight. On the road, taking on the San Diego Gulls in Irvine. Condors facing off against former captain Keegan Lowe, which is pretty weird to see him in some San Diego threads. But Brad Malone takes the C honors this season for the team, while Ryan Stanton and Tyler Benson serving as alternates. The first goal of the game, though, is also the first goal of his AHL career. Devin Broso with the tip drill here. It's 1-0 Condors. The Gulls have a shooting spree in the second. They have 24 to the Condors' 17 shots on goal as they take a 3-1 lead. And despite some clutch saves from the young netminder Oliver Rodrigue, the Gulls would finish this one out 4-1 the final. But they'll have a rematch tomorrow at 5. Even a loss doesn't take away that it's pretty good to see hockey back. For 23 ABC Sports, I'm Carrie Osett.